Good morning, friends. Today we're going to talk about traveling a little bit today and how we can travel, different ways we can travel, and maybe some different places that you may have gone. But first, we're going to do our exercises. So everybody spread your arms out. Make sure you have enough room so that you're not going to hit anybody or anything. We don't want you to get hurt while you're doing them, okay? So put your arms out and we're going to crisscross our bodies because when we crisscross, that's when our brains wake up, okay? So we're going to take our right hand and touch our left knee, and our left hand will touch your right knee. Okay, and we're going to count to 20. So put your arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, friends. So now you can go ahead and have a seat wherever you're going to be sitting. And we are going to read a story and make some sentences and just talk about traveling today. So, have any of you guys ever traveled before? Travel is such a broad word. There's lots of different things you can do to travel. I'm going to talk about a couple of them. Some people travel really far away, and they might go try to see things like this. This is the Eiffel Tower, and it's all the way in Paris. That's a long way away from here. Have you ever been to the Eiffel Tower? I have not. Some people will travel to the beach. Have you ever been to a beach? I've been to little beaches around here, like Fort Laramie or Indian Lake, but I've not been to the actual ocean beach. So if you're going to an ocean beach, that's a little bit of a drive from here. Or maybe even a plane ride or a train ride. So many fun ways to get where you need to go. But some people travel really close to home. I'm going to hold up a picture and I'm going to see if you guys can tell me where this might be. This here. This is a picture of the caboose of a train. Can any of my friends tell me where we may have traveled to if we see this? We traveled to the Bradford Park, the Wyard Park over here. They have a train, a caboose of a train over at the Wyard Park. This is right across the street from where I'm at. I'm at the library, which is right here in the picture. It's just a little building in the background. And this is across the street from me right now. But sometimes I travel over there and I'll look at the train, or I'll walk on the little path, or we'll play on the green playground over there. There's some fun things to do over there. And sometimes I even travel to the library right behind there, which is where I'm at today. So I traveled here in my car today to get to work. So there is lots of different places that you can see, and some are really far away, like Paris or the beach, and some are really close, like the park or the library or the school. I'm going to show you a picture here. This here is Ohio Caverns. This is in Ohio. Now, Ohio Caverns is underground, so it's really kind of cool to see because it's a little cool, but it's got lots of things like this. And if you live in Ohio, all you have to do is drive there. You don't have to hop on a plane because it's not that far away. It's a little bit of a car drive, but not that far away. And some people will drive to the Air Force Museum to see a bunch of planes. There's all sorts of different places to go and see and do. So we're going to start our first story though, and it is about a train and a train ride. And you can buy tickets to ride on a train if you would like and take a train ride. And they can go all across the U.S. So you can go lots of different places. And this one's kind of a silly story. It's just called, Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, where are you going? By Susan Wickberg. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, where are you going? Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, what are you doing? The conductor calls. I want to pull, but I wait, till my cars are all full. I'm puffing in my smokestack. Bells are clanging. I'm on the good track. I'm sliding, starting slow. I'm chuffing, I know where to go. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, what are you pulling? I'm pulling all my coach cars filled with kids who want to go far. He's got lots of little kids in there that are traveling. There are logs on my flat cars and fresh milk in my white tank cars. In my hoppers, toys are stashed. Watch my steam. You know who comes last. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, where are you going? Through the big cities and the small towns. Got to go. No time to slow down. I pass cows on the plains. Across the lake. I see other trains. Up the hills, through the trees. With my long train, I travel with ease. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, what are you seeing? There's a long tunnel. I got my light. In the dark, I see all right. See the deep river, the bridge is tall. See the rocks on the canyon wall. Down the slope, I can see the dark blue where I want to be. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo Choo, what are you hearing? There's a ding by the road. Hear the click, clack, click as I haul my load. Now we're here. The kids cheer as I slow down using all my gears. Hear the wave, see the sand, feel the wind, your day will be grand. Hey, Mr. Choo-Choo, red, white, and blue choo. Hey, Mr. Choo-Choo, what are you saying? I'm saying bye, bye, bye with my bell, bell, bell. I'm saying toot, toot, toot as I wish you well. The end. They rode their train all the way to the beach at the end of that story. But the train went over hills and it went on bridges. It went all sorts of different places. I've never really been on a train though. That might be something to look into. I've not been on a train. Okay, friends. We're talking about trains right now, and trains has a TR sound. Trr, trr. Track. Train, track. So I'm going to hold up some pictures, and we're going to see if we can fill our train all the way up. We're going to see if they start with the TR sound. Train. Track. Train. Track. So the first one is kind of easy because we've got our the top of our train right here. And then we have a train. Does train start with the TR sound? Train, train track. You're right, it does. It starts with the train sound. What about a tray? A tray. Some people will use like lunch trays at school maybe, or at a restaurant, or at home. Maybe you have a tray that you color on or you bake food on. Does tray have the same TR sound like train? Tray, train. It does. Good job. What about dog? Dog. Does dog have the same sound as train? No. Dog, train. What about a truck? Truck. Truck, train. It does. Good job. What about a purse? Purse, train. Purse, train. No, that doesn't even sound close, does it? What about a lamp? Lamp, train. Lamp, train. No. Sock, sock, train. Sock. No, it doesn't. Ooh, what about a tractor? Does a tractor make the tr sound like train? Train, tractor. It does. It has the same beginning sound. Now this is a trunk. People used to put clothes in their trunks. I don't really see too many people do this much anymore, but I'm sure that there are still people who use trunks for different things. Trunk. Does it have the same sound as train in the beginning sound? Trunk, train. It does. Good job. We only need 2 more, friends, to fill up our train. What about a trash? Trash. Train, trash. Does it have the same TR sound at the beginning? It does. Trash. TR. Trr. One more, friends. Let's see if it fits on our train track. And it's a tree. Does tree have the TR sound like train? Tree. Train. Good job. They all have the TR sound. You guys did really good. TR, like train. Train. TR. And thank you. You guys couldn't see, but I had a helper who was handing me all my tape and everything. She did an awesome job. So while we're still talking about trains, I have these trains. Now this train only has one train on there. How many does this one have? Let's see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There's one here, and there's 5 here. Which one of my trains is longer? Longer means which one has more. Which one is bigger? This one. The one with 5 is longer. That means this one is shorter. Those are opposites. You have shorter and you have longer. So we have 1 and we have 5. 5 is longer. Good job. How many are there on this one? 1, 2. There's 2 on this one. Now how many are on this one? 1, 2, 3. There's 3. So which train is longer? The one with 3 or the one with 2? Which one is longer? The one with 3. That means the one with 2 is shorter. When we're using terms like longer and shorter, we're using some special skills that we need. Friends, how many are on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are on this one? 1, 2, 3. So which train is shorter? Three is shorter. I tried to trick you. Instead of saying which one's longer, I said which one is shorter. So shorter is the 3. And we can see, if we hold them up together like this, that this one has an extra one, can't we? So this one is longer than this one. Good job. Those are different types of measuring and estimating and counting. That uses a lot of the math skills that we need in order to do our everyday things. I use math every single day. Even when you think that you won't use math, you do. When you tell time to see what time it is it lunchtime yet? Guess what? That's math. You're looking at all the numbers on the clock, and that is math time. Now we're going to read a story about a little bunny who wants to go on vacation, but she can't right now. So we're going to see what she and her family do for her bunny staycation. She's going to stay home, which I think a lot of people are doing this year, especially. And this is from Lori Richmond. Bunny staycation. Mama is going away on a business trip. And Bunny doesn't like it one bit. Look, Bunny looks sad. Mama won't be here for bedtime stories tonight, thought Bunny. But if I make the suitcase go away, maybe Mama can't leave. But then Bunny has an even better idea. I'll just go with Mama. He's got a suitcase all packed. Bunny, love, my business trip is just for grown-ups. You and Papa can mark the days on this calendar. Today is Monday. I'll be home on Friday. Before you know it. She put a little heart on Friday so that they would know that she's coming back that day. That night, Bunny sniffles all the way through bedtime stories. Papa, I wish we could go somewhere little bunnies can go too. Well, let's do it, said Papa. We'll leave in the morning. The next day, Bunny and Papa wake up early and they get their car ready. Look at the car that they're getting ready. They used a box with some tires on it. They're getting their car all ready to go. And they set off on a grand adventure. Look, you can see Daddy pushing the car with his camera. On Tuesday, we took a trip to the tropics. Look where their tropics are. They've got the bathtub back there. They've got a little fishy that's jumping in towards the toilet. They're having fun at the tropics. On Wednesday, they went to a wintry wonderland. They went to their kitchen. They've got some ice cubes. They've got the refrigerator. They've got all their winter gear on. And on Thursday, they went on a safari adventure. But sometimes even the bravest adventurer misses Mama. Bunny, love, Mama will be back tomorrow, said Papa. Let's make a welcome home sign for her. But Bunny has an even better idea. For one more very special adventure. Ooh, I wonder what his idea is. They're cutting out little trees here with all of their paper. They made a little tent, it looks like, or maybe a cave. What could their surprise for Mama be? On Friday, Mama is home at last. Hurry, come inside, says Bunny. Surprise! They're at Camp Mama. They've got all the forest trees. They've got a welcome home sign. They've got their tent. They've got a little campfire that they drew. And here they all are, having little marshmallows on their little campfire at home. And that's the end of that story. They knew how to have a fun time and have a vacation at home when they couldn't go with Mama to where they needed to go, to where Mama needed to go. Mama needed to go on a business trip, so they decided to have their own fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about different ways to get there. And this says, how will you get to the blank? I'm going to put something there here in just a minute. And this one says, I will get there by blank. So sometimes there's lots of different answers that you can choose. But first, we're going to try this one here. How will you get to the school? Will you get to the school by train? By plane? Ooh, that would be kind of neat though, wouldn't it, to drive a plane to school every single day? By car? By ship? That would be kind of neat too, if we lived somewhere where we needed to take a ship to school every day. Or by bus? How will you get to the school? I will get there by, how will you get there? By bus. Some of you might ride the bus, but there's also another answer. How else might you get to the school? By car. You guys are right. If you go to a school in a town, you might ride the bus. You might ride in a car. Now, there's also other ways that you could travel to school. These are just the ones that were here. You might ride your bike to school. You might walk to school. But these are just the ones that Miss Candice had. There's lots of different ways to get to school. Now, I don't know where you're watching from, but I live in Bradford. So if I was to try to go to an island is a place that is surrounded by water all the way around it. There's water all around. How would we get to an island? Would we get there by train? Do you think the train could go through the water and the sand? Would I go by plane? Would I go and take a bus? Would I take a ship? Or would I take my car? You think my car could go in the water? Probably not. Could my bus go in the water? Probably not. What about a ship? A ship is supposed to be made for water, right? Maybe we could take our ship. We could take our ship. How will you get to the island? I will get there by ship. You might also, if the island has an airport on it or a landing strip, you could also probably take a plane. Most islands are probably, this one is super small, so it probably does not. How will you get to the store? How would you get to the store? Now here in Bradford, we don't have any more trains. We used to have trains. That's why we're the Bradford Railroaders. We used to have a train here in town, even right by where the park is. There was a big train system there. But there's no trains now. So I can't take a train to my store. And I live too far away from an airport to take a plane to the store. So that I have three more choices: a bus, a ship, or a car. How would I get to the store? I don't have any water by me either, so I can't go on a ship. I'm going to go to the store in my car. Or you could also walk or ride your bike too, depending on how close you are to the store too. A lot of people just walk to the store if they're close. We'll do one more of these before we move on. How will you get to the mountains? Mountains. Now, I've never seen any mountains, but I would like to. That's actually one of the things Miss Candice wants to see the most is the mountains. How would you get to the mountains? And this is a tricky one because there's probably a couple different ways you could get to the mountains. Would you take a train? Yeah, maybe. Depends on where you live, but you might take a train to the mountains, or at least close to the mountains. Would you take a plane? Maybe. Maybe you need to take a plane to get to a state where there are mountains. Would you take a bus? That's a tricky one. This one is like a school bus. I wouldn't take a school bus, but there are bus companies that you could take a bus into town. Would I take a ship to the mountains? Well, the mountains have a little bit of water by them, but it's not surrounded by water, so I probably couldn't take my ship. Could I take my car to the mountains? I can. I can take my car to the mountains too. So there were 3 different ways just from the cards Miss Candice had that I could try to get to the mountains to see them. If you wanted to take a trip to the mountains like I do, I could choose multiple different ways to get there. So now that we have talked a little bit about traveling and different places that we can go, we are going to move over to our tables. And today, all you needed for craft time was a piece of paper and some crayons. We're just going to draw a picture today of something, somewhere that we would like to go. So let's go over to our table and we're just going to talk a little bit more about that. Okay, friends, so as you can see here, I just have paper and I have crayons. It's all we need today. Today is one of those easy days where you get to just make your picture however you would like, and you don't have to follow Mrs. Candice's rules here. So we talked about lots of different places. There's the Eiffel Tower. There's the beach. There's the park. This is the park in Bradford. There's the library where I'm at today. There's, what else did we talk? We talked about the mountains a little bit. You could go to the mountains. We talked about the Ohio Caverns a little bit. You could go to the caverns. There's lots of different places to visit and go and do. Or there's even the staycation that you can do in your house. You could try to go to the tropics maybe. So today on your piece of paper, I want you to draw, where would you like to visit? The place that you would like to travel to. The very most. So you've got to think, where would you like to go the very most? And draw a picture of it. You can even draw a picture of how you're going to get there. So if I wanted to go to the mountains, that's where I would like to go. I'm going to make my mountain a brown color. If I wanted to go to the mountains, I'm going to draw a couple mountains up here. So I have my mountains, and then I'm going to add some water down here on the bottom because I think my mountain's going to have some water at the bottom of it. Be nice and pretty to see some water down in my mountains. So now I have some water down there. Oh, I'm going to put some clouds up in the sky because I don't want it to be a rainy day. I want it to be a nice, pretty, sunny day for my trip to the mountains. So I'll take a yellow crayon and I'm going to draw a picture of the sun up here so that I know it's nice and sunny outside. So now I have clouds and the sun. And I would probably drive my car to the mountains because my car is we're not too far away. So I'll build a little road down here by my water. And I'm just going to try to draw it. I'll make my car red because I don't have any red on my picture yet, and I like the color red. And since my favorite color is blue, I'm going to give me some blue windows. Or a blue steering wheel. And a blue window in my car. And I'm going to draw a picture of me in the window. And I'll be smiling because I finally got to see my mountains that I've been wanting to see for such a long time. So here I am, friends. I am driving in my car by the water in the mountains with my sunny sky up there. The mountains is the place that I would like to go to the most. If you have an idea to go away and see like the mountains, and then you have an idea for a staycation for at home, you can turn your paper over and draw another picture on the back. And that is a fun way to you can even tell your parents or grandparents or your sisters or brothers or just anybody that's in home with you and tell them all about the different places that you would like to go see, or about some place maybe you've already been there. Maybe your favorite place to go visit is the park and you drew a picture of the slide at the park. Tell them all about your fun adventures that you've had there when you traveled there. That's going to be it for today, guys. Join us next week, Tuesday at 11. And you guys all have a great week. Bye.